Hey, this is Jeff Rose, goodfinancialsense.com. Today I'm asking the question, what is your number? The reason I'm asking this question is because one of the most common things that I run into when I'm meeting with a client for the first time, the one thing that they are absolutely obsessed with, tunnel vision, the only thing they can focus on is how much are they going to make? What is the interest rate that they are going to make on their money? How much return? How many dollars are they going to see their account grow each month? And when I'm working with clients, I can't stress enough how unimportant that is. And you're like, wait, what? What do you mean? And here's what I'm talking about. When you're just focused on how much you're going to make, you're totally missing out on the financial planning process. Case in point example. Had a client that was so gung-ho on making 12% return. This was prior to 2008, mind you. He was so dead set on making 12%. So he was invested into 100% stocks and doing other type strategies that based on his age, based on his risk tolerance, based on the income needed, he was way too aggressive. He had more money than he knew what to do with, but he was so dead set on making 12% that he put his financial backing, at risk. So you can't be so enwrapped in how much return you're going to make. What you need to focus on first and foremost is how much do you need? Meaning how much income do you need per month to pay the bills, to take care of the mortgage payment if you still got one, to take care of your health insurance premium if you have to pay it, to take care of the vacations that you want to take care of the money you need to spoil your grandkids, to do everything you want to do for them. Those are the things you have to focus on first. And what does that involve? It involves a budget. And I know most people hate budgeting, but those are the things that you kind of have to pinpoint to realize, okay, how much do I actually need on a month-to-month basis, okay? So you get that number. And once you derive that number, then that leads you into how much you need to be invested in the stock market and bonds, etc. And the individual that was so gung-ho and trying to make 12%, in reality, he only needed to net 4 to 5% return, and he would have been fine. I don't know if he even needed that much, but he was so dead set on trying to make 12%. Now, the flip side of that is this. I've had other individuals where they were extremely, extremely conservative. So they just wanted to do safe, guaranteed investments. But when we looked at their retirement outlook and we looked at their Social Security and we looked at if they had a pension, and what we came up with was they needed a decent amount of money each month to live off of. And based on what they had saved and based on what the interest rates were paying on those investments that they had saved, it was not generating nearly enough income per month to where eventually we're going to have a deficit. And unfortunately, when it comes to retirement planning, there are no government bailout programs going to add money to your retirement account because you took out too much. So don't be expecting anything like that. So you need to focus on the income need, how much you need per month. And that's the crucial part of the financial planning process that most people overlook because they get so focused on how much they're going to make interest-wise. And that, I won't say is the last thing, but it's definitely not in the first few steps of the financial planning process. So I ask you, what is your number? And the number is not the interest rate that you're going to make. The number is how much you're going to need per month to live off of. So keep that in mind. Do a budget, fine-tune your numbers to get a sense of where you really are, and then we'll get a true sense of what your real number is. This is Jeff Rose, goodfinancialsense.com.